Hi, my name's Jeff Winter, and I'm your instructor for this class, Business 12A, Introduction to Business Law. Just to let you know my background, I am an attorney who's been practicing in law for over 25 years. I was general counsel to a real estate developer, as well as general counsel to a dot-com company during the early 2000s, during the boom and the bust. Uh, And then for the past 16 years, I've been a litigator for landlord tenant law firms. I've done over 6,000 court appearances as well as 50 jury trials. During that time, I've also been teaching at Pasadena City College for well over 20 years in the courses of accounting, business, and paralegal studies or law. So, uh, this is an online course. And let's talk about one, how you're going to learn from this course and how this differs from a regular face-to-face course. The first big difference is the discussion group. Uh, I'll give you a prompt and you're going to have to answer a question based on a discussion prompt that I give. Uh, this will be due um, This will be due and it'll be graded. And then what I want you to do is to comment on other people's responses. So that'll be another couple days. Again, that will be due and graded. So make sure you check your Canvas account and always keep up with that. In fact, Canvas has an app and you can download that on your phone. So take a look at your app store or the Play Store and see if you can find that. Uh, Also, there will be on the grading of the discussion group, I'm going to require that it's a thoughtful answer. So generally, it's got to be 3 to 4 sentences minimal. It's not just yes or no. You got to really give me a real thought about it. And also, I'm going to be grading on grammar. So make sure you check your grammar, whether you do the answer in Word or some other program. All right, so make sure you keep up with this stuff. If you do not answer, if there's no response, that's considered not attending class. So on the first day, the first discussion group, if you do not make a response, you're subject to being dropped by me as a first day no-show. Also, there will be lots of discussion groups, and this is basically attendance. And so if you have enough times where you don't attend class, you're subject to being dropped by the instructor, which is me. So we want to make sure you stay in the class and you do well. So make sure you do these discussion groups that I'm talking about. All right. And the other reason we're having discussion groups is one, it's going to let me get to know you and you to know me. And two, you're going to meet other people by responding to their discussions. So we definitely want a collaborative environment where you're working with other people and you get ideas because that's the best way to learn by far. All right, number two, the grading policy and timeliness. It is important in the business world as well as the law world to be on time. This is incredibly important. You need to be at work on time, you need to do what you're supposed to do, and you're supposed to leave on time or later than your quitting time. I expect the same effort in my class. So assignments, discussion, responses, projects, quizzes, and any other coursework will be due on a certain date. I will accept late work, but points will be deducted for any coursework submitted after the date for the syllabus. There will be a deduction of 10% per day for each day the submission is late. There will also be a due date and then an available date, meaning the due date is the date it's due. The assignment will only be available for you to submit an answer on the available date. Once the available date is gone, you get a 0. And that's going to be a strict policy. And generally, the available date will be within a week or less. So make sure you're aware of that. Let's talk about the book. The book that we're going to be using is this book, but there's several versions of it. The book I have is Business Law, Texts and Cases, 14th edition by Clark, Miller and Cross, and published by, let's see it here. There we go. Published by Cengage Learning. Right now, PCC has a smaller version that's in paperback that is much less expensive. You can also get the book on Amazon, on half.com, abooks, and clegg.com. You also get the book whether you want it in paper or something you can touch like this thing, monster, or you can get an ebook. That's fine too. You can buy it, you can rent it. It's up to you. All right. At the end of each chapter, there's also going to be vocabulary. I'm going to have the vocabulary that I think is important listed out so you can pay special attention to that vocabulary. Also, you're going to be graded on knowing legal concepts and being able to find the legal concepts in different fact patterns. We'll have assignments for that also. We're going to cover 2 chapters a week. Each week you'll be having a quiz on the 2 chapters that we went over. At the end of chapter 6, we're going to have an exam. At the end of chapter 10, we'll have an exam. And at the end of chapter 14, we'll have an exam. And then the final will be on chapters 11 through 20, which is contracts. And that will be the final exam in the class. There will be additional links throughout the class for additional sources like how to brief a case, because again, that will help you identify fact patterns. Also, there's going to be 2 projects. One project will be a release or settlement agreement where you have to fill it in, and I'll give you a fact pattern, but we'll go over that, and I'll have a video on that. And the second one is filing a small claims case. And in the small claims case, you're going to have to file the complaint. So in closing, I'm looking forward for a great semester with you in this class. If you need to get in touch with me, the best way for most students is email. They prefer that. My email address is jmwinter@pasadena.edu. My phone number is 626-585-3275. And my office hours, I'm in R308E. You don't have to come in, but you could call while I'm in my office. That way you know I'm there. Or you can come in. I'd love it if you'd visit me. My office hours are on Monday and Wednesday at 10:15 to 12:30 in the afternoon, and on Thursdays 1 to 2. So I'm looking forward to having a great semester and watching you do well in my class. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.